Hello guys, in this video we are going to discuss about coral reefs protection and preservation. So let us start with what is coral reefs. With the majority of world population living in coastal regions, many people depend on living coral reefs for food and protection from storm surge and erosion, as well as the additional benefits of medical research, tourism and aesthetic beauty. Also, coral reefs are known as warehouse of biodiversity. Despite occupying such a tiny footprint on the surface of planet, coral reefs provide critical habitat to tremendous diversity of life. Over 25% of all marine species depend on reefs at some point during their lives. Over 250,000 known species live on coral reefs. Scientists estimate the reef may house as many as 8 million undescribed species. This marvelous biodiversity not only is intrinsically valuable, it also affords incredible potential for the discovery of new medicines. Coral reefs around the world are under increased threats due to both local and global stresses, making coral reefs restorations more vital to preserve marine resources and local economies. Generally, there are two main types of coral restoration known as active and passive restoration. In restoring coral reefs through asexual propagation and the securement of coral fragments as discussed above, there are three primary objectives. The first one is increase solid structure available for coral growth, second one increase coral coverage, and the third one is alter growth conditions. These objectives can also be referred to structural, biological, and physical conditions respectively. Biological restoration is generally achieved through methods such as culturing and rehabilitating naturally broken coral fragments, propagating coral colonies, culturing coral larvae, or transplanting living coral colonies. Physical restoration methods include midwater coral nurseries. Midwater nurseries are used as a staging area for rehabilitation of damaged or propagated corals before they are placed back out onto artificial or natural substrates. Now let us discuss coral reefs benefit for people. Did you ever think about how coral reefs benefit people? Here are a few ways. Coral reefs provide home for 25% of Earth's underwater species. Some of the plants and animals that live in the reefs are being used to make cures for diseases. Some of the animals in the reefs are food for people. Coral reefs also supply creation as you see in the video. They also give income for people working in coral reefs. Threats to coral reefs. Human contact. Touching reef even slightly can harm them. Both and dropped anchors can cause severe damage to these fragile ecosystems. Frequently, human contact kills the reefs over time. Runoff water. Slid from eroded soil in runoff water can block sunlight. Without sunlight, photosynthesis does not occur and reefs gradually die. Sewage. Untreated or improperly treated sewage promotes the growth of algae which harms coral reefs. Cyanide fishing. Some fishermen stun fish by squirting cyanide, a very toxic poison, into reef areas where fish seek refuge. The poison does not kill but disorients the fish in the coral where they hide. The fisherman then rips apart the reef with crowbars to capture the fish. In addition, cyanide kills coral polyps at the symbiotic algae and other small organisms necessary for healthy reefs. Cyanide fishing is common in the South Pacific and Southeast Asia. Fertilizer and pollution. Fertilizer runoff, pesticides, and other chemicals can poison reefs. Blast fishing. Shock waves from blast fishing can destroy coral reefs. Increased UV rays cause coral bleaching when the zooxanthellae die and leave the coral white. Coral reefs have a value of $9.9 trillion USD globally and are relied upon by at least 500 million people.